everybody, it's Marc here, and it's still not a new year. That's right, I'm shooting this uh, at 7:33, so we're still a good few hours off until the new year begins. I just came here to say something. I haven't done anything on YouTube for a while, and I am very sorry I've been gone from my channel for such a long time. To give you a basic rundown, I found a new job that keeps me busy from Monday through Friday, giving me very little time to relax or even just do stuff fun besides gaming. So I'm very sorry. And while I don't like making any fake promises, I will say I'm hoping to find the time to make content on YouTube again, at least at a more consistent rate. But who knows? Who knows what the new year will bring? The point is, it's 2026 in a couple of hours, and I have a bit to say. So this year has been a bit of a change beyond just working a new job. I have gotten into new things, re-gotten into older things, and even tried out a few new things this year. But the main two things, well, there are two things to talk about, but let's start with the first one. So a few months ago, around like the start of September, or maybe like August, September, I got injured, as you can see here. Sorry if that's unpleasant to look at. I cut my thumb open in a work accident with my new job, so it gave me a week away from work, and with that free time, I kind of was at a slower pace for like the first time in what felt like months. So I took that time to look into stuff that I'd been wanting to for a while. So something you might not know about me is that I am, at least now, a big fan of Stephen King's It. I am not super familiar with all of his other stuff, aside from like stuff that you hear about generally, like The Shining and Dr. Sleep. But this week of time got me really into Stephen King's It. I watched It Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 in the same day. Loved that. I also have already seen, like the one It related thing I had seen before this point was the It miniseries, which I also very much love. I almost, honestly, I really like Bill Skarsgård, but I really love Tim Curry's Pennywise as well. But anyway, so I got super into that throughout the month of October, and I got this from a very good friend that I will not mention the name of. The first edition of Stephen King's It. Now, unfortunately, I have not had much time to read a whole lot of this. I've really only read like maybe the first 3 chapters, but I definitely plan on reading a lot more. Let me get this picture on the back. And it's just, I know it's weird to talk about this at this point, but it's something that really changed up my year, I guess. I wasn't really expecting to get into it, but no, I watched, like I said, I watched the 2 movies, and it was just really good, and it sucked me in so much that I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm a fully dedicated fan. I want to read the book. Here it is, and I will read this on and off within the coming months, because my God, it's a long book. But the other thing I got into this year, or back into, so something, small story. I have always been a big fan of The Simpsons. It was something in my life so constantly that it became almost as common as like seeing your mom and dad in the mornings for breakfast. That's how common it became. And when I really started thinking about it around like November, December, it made me realize I fucking love The Simpsons. Now I realize it definitely had its ups and downs. I'm not going to deny that even remotely. The Simpsons has issues, and while I kind of stopped watching around like the season, maybe season 25 mark, I still really like a lot of the earlier episodes, and even some of the later ones are very entertaining. So I started a quest this November and December, and that was to collect every single season of The Simpsons that I could. Now, thankfully, they're DVD-wise, they have only released seasons 1 through 20. So realistically speaking, I have to find 20 seasons on DVD, And then there's also like a handful, like one disc things like Simpsons Christmas and whatever. And I do plan on collecting those as well. But all of that is culminated into this yellow portable DVD carrying case is so far my collection of The Simpsons. I have collected seasons 1 and 2, 4 through 7. Let's see, there's, I think, oh no, sorry. 4 through 7, 10, 11, and 12. And it is, like, so far I have 10 seasons. I also have season 18. But so far I have 10 seasons. That means there are 10 more seasons to go before my collection is complete. But I don't know. It's cool, like, working towards something as simple as just collecting the DVDs for a TV series that you've liked. And I love The Simpsons. I've even gone on to Disney Plus recently to start rewatching episodes along with the DVDs. And just really, I know that's only 2 things, but that's pretty much what my year has been. This year has also been about making new friends. Obviously, I can't mention for privacy purposes. But let me say, I have my close friends that I'm never going to leave. But this year I have met probably one of the best friends I have had in a long time. And I'm just very glad to have met him. So yeah, this is my New Year's video. Sorry if it was a bit different from usual, and I realize that, again, the new year has not begun again, at least as this video is being made. But I'd like to say Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you had a good 2025, and I hope 2026 is even better. If you haven't had a good 2025, then I'm sorry, and in any case, I hope your 2026 is better. Anyway, I'll see you next time. See y'all later.